Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wild card game. It's the one-game National League wild card playoff between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Well, I really love these one-game wild card matchups to kick off the postseason. Kind of tough that your season comes down to one game after such a grinding season, but what's better than a winner-go-home game, especially when that's the case for both teams? Should be a lot of fun to watch.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Philadelphia Phillies.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men with a lot on their shoulders. Our two starters here in this wild card matchup. And now a chance to meet the Mets. What's important for this lineup as you look to earn a berth into the division series, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Noah Syndergaard gets the nod here at home for the National League wildcard game. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, what do you think of the...
Leading off tonight for the Mets, right fielder, Tony Gwynn.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Soft liner towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And immediately the Phillies now must deal with a real burner standing at first base.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Gwynn gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll get through into left. Back-to-back hits here to open our ball game tonight.
Hey, two runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
In is Joey Votto now. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
And now on 2-0, you just can't lay a fastball in there, or he could make it 3-0 before you know it. It's all about limiting the damage in this situation.
And there's a swing and a miss, 2-1 now. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
Debro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Number 4, Ralph Kiner.
Into the box, Ralph Kiner. This will go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Kiner is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. First and second now, one man out. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that Cade, wiggle out the jam, and keep this game tied.
In is Christian Yelich. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. Syndergaard, or Thor as he's often known, he was selected in the 3rd round. Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Bottom of the 1st, straight ahead. Now to the plate.
Leading off for the Phillies, pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Batting second, catcher, Evan Gattis.
Evan Gattis now standing in. And look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball runs inside and gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Now the 2-0. Fastball runs inside and gets away. Syndergaard. Now here comes the Mets skipper on. His way toward the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Tony Perez is into the ball game. Well, as he takes over out in right. Max Scherzer is also into the ball game now as he takes over. At second, Jonathan Holder is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field. Kelvin Herrera will also enter as he takes over at third base. Archie Bradley is also into the game as he takes over. Warren Spahn is also into the ball game, as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate.
Number 18.
Here it is, the 3-0. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And the second runner will stop at third, and they're at the corners now with nobody out.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on ShowTrack, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
Here's Jake Marisnick.
Center fielder.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. This one's down to third. Pereira takes it in. On to first, and it's dropped. Luckily for him, though, there'll be no advance. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Right. Harper.
And now Bryce Harper off his Marisnick. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
You might say that that steal is on the catcher because the pitcher was so quick to the plate with his delivery, but I think the credit has to go to the base runner. Great jump, and he really showed off his speed there.
Has a look, now the pitch. Runner's on his way to third. Strike taken. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. From the belt, the pitch. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Trinan going back. Gone! A two-run home run here for Bryce Harper. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Saberhagen sprinting after it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting eighth, third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Throwing to second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
It's not exactly Fenway Park out there in left field, but a ball off the wall is not a gimme double here either. So even though he almost drove it out of the ballpark, it was well played off the carom. They got it in quickly, and he might consider himself lucky to beat that throw into second base.
Runner breaks for third. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. ground blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
In now, Noah Syndergaard. He sends it on the ground to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Up next for Philadelphia, catcher, Evan Gattis.
Evan Gattis now standing in. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. 0-2 the count to Evan Gattis. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. And the throw in gets away from him.
Now batting, shortstop, Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. And the runner's breaking for third. And this one gets away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Scherzer scoops it up. Throw is dropped at first. It'll stay right there, though, so there will be no advance.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Strike called, now the throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. And now the runner's trying for third. In there, now the throw. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. A long inning as they've hung a 9 spot on him to this point. Hard ground ball to third. Pereira right there. And it's in time at first. And hallelujah. But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game. Stepping in now, Kelvin Herrera. No balls and a strike to count. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here comes another 0-2. Hit on the ground to short. Gregorius has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 7, shortstop, Archie Bradley.
Standing in now, Archie Bradley. As he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball hit softly on a line to third. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out. Into the box now, Warren Spahn. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Mets.
Leading off for the
Here's Jake Marisnick.
center fielder,
As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Sliders in for a strike. And he's safe at first, so he's aboard on the drop third strike. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. And now Bryce Harper, runners out for second, pitches a cold strike, the throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily. 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
That's called getting your A swing off right there, and I don't blame him one bit after his first attack. You remember, he went bridge his first attack.
He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. High in the air out to center field. Saberhagen has a play. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 10-0 score.
Third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. half, it's strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
That gets down, and the inning continues.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
That's a strike to throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, pretty unusual decision to swipe third with 2 outs in the inning. It's a big risk, especially with the lefty hitter up there. And the benefit isn't all that great, but he made it work out.
Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D'Lo. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point. With that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today.
Oh, and he's into third safely with the stolen base.
How about that for making something happen? First he rips a double, then on the very next pitch he swipes third, just showing what kind of offensive weapon he can be.
High in the air out to center field. Saberhagen has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. In now, Dennis Eckersley.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Stepping in now, Blake Trinan. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 1 out, nobody on. A changeup over the inside corner.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
Into the box, Max Scherzer. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning. Into the box now, Evan Gattis. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
In now, Didi Gregorius. As he'll get a slider up that time, but he swings through it for the first strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And there he goes towards second. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's the first out. Stepping in now, Aaron Judge. He swings and lines it to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Into the box, Jake Marisnick. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. No play as the run comes in to score, and we're all hoping he's going to be okay on the mound.
Now batting, left fielder, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. And a double steal try here. And the throw's offline a bit as it gets by him at third. Throw won't get him. And the runner from second is in to score.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it. or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. Eckersley comes set. 0-2 on its way. Right side, hit hard. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He's able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
Into the box now. DJ LeMahieu is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Strike taken, the throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Puffer takes his lead at third with 1 away. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. The tag, and he's out at the plate. So 3 runs on 4 base hits, 1 error, and no one left on base. Standing in now, Joe Kelly. Looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks. And the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that's swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning.
Leading off for the Phillies.
Stepping in now, Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot as they just continue to pour it on here. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. Fourth round tripper of the game.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. His second of the game as this lead got even wider. In now, Noah Syndergaard. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. No hits to this point. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Base is empty here with nobody out. Sent on the ground out to second. Scherzer is there on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Catcher, Evan Gattis.
Evan Gattis now standing in as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Saberhagen giving chase. Reaches out. Oh no, he dropped it.
Well, in his defense, he did have to go a long way to get there, but that's not the problem. The problem is once he arrives, he doesn't catch the dang ball. He knows as well as anybody that he should have brought that one in, and it's going to cost him an error, and we'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he rips it on the ground to second. Scooped up, one there. But wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Strike called, now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. 0-1 count, here's the pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of, a swing and a miss.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
Now a drive by Judge, deep left field. Into the second deck and gone. Aaron Judge, a 2-run shot. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues. Just an absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing. Here's Jake Marisnick. He grounds it sharply to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Now batting, left fielder, Bryce Harper.
And now Bryce Harper. Runner goes for second. In there. Now the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Runner's on his way to third. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate and it bounces away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. And the recovery won't be in time to get him at third, and that ought to be scored as a passed ball. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that bad of a pitch. Just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in the run on the double.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Pitches a called strike. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. 0-1, here it comes. Liner toward right center. And that's going to get down out there. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Now batting, third baseman, Rick Ryan.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Getting a few steps off the second there. Now the pitch. That's a strike. The throw down. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. LeMahieu at third with two away. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Trinan racing back. Gone! Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ballgame. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Into the box, Noah Syndergaard. Strike called, now the throw down. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. The 0-1. He pulls this one into right. And a dive, but he comes up empty. And this is big trouble now out in right center. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The batter, catcher, Evan Gattis.
Standing in now, Evan Gattis. He gets it hard on the ground to the left. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Saberhagen ranging back and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So a 3-run blast to deep center here as this lead got even wider. Stepping in now, Aaron Judge. Swing and another one deep out to center field. Saberhagen racing back And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. His third home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
In now, Jake Marisnick. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Holder ranging back. A leap, but he can't get it. It's off the wall.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side.
He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. The 0-1 pitch. Runner breaks for third. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Ready with the 0-2. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And gone up into the second deck. Two-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Standing in now, DJ LeMahieu. As he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. The relay throw, the tag, and he is out at third. And with into the box, Kelvin Herrera. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He's been pounding the zone with nothing but strikes, but that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Judge is there, 2 down.
Now batting, captain Warren Spahn.
Into the box now, Warren Spahn. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, and they remain well.
Leading off for the Phillies.
In now, Chris Bryant.
The last at bat, Manny D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? Bryant around first, heading for second. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Stepping in now, Freddie Freeman pitches a called strike. The throw. He's in there easily. The throw bounces on the way down.
Oh, this kind of goes against those unwritten rules of baseball. They're leading big, so there's really no reason for them to steal third right there, and I'm not sure that was taken too kindly in the opposing dugout.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His third home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Hit out towards second. To his left, Scherzer. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Evan.
Into the box, Evan Gattis. As he hits one on a line to left field, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. Hard liner to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will. In now, Dennis Eckersley.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Popped him up. Freeman in foul ground. He's got it one away.
Now batting,
stepping in now, Blake Trinan. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Under it, Gregorius, and that's out number 2. Into the box, Max Scherzer. And the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he takes strike 2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. And as you can see, they are way behind.
Leading off for the Phillies.
Here's big Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Trinan going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Center fielder number 6.
Here's Jake Marisnick. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that is off the wall. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his third hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
He is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Eckersley's ready. Here's the 0-1. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. A cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. In there, now the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. And the runner's breaking for third. That's a strike to throw down. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. A pause, and the 0-2. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Here's Chris Bryant now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Hard hit ball to short. And that's through for a hit. So that'll extend the inning and let Freddie Freeman come to the plate.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And no throw, in fact, as they'll just hang on to it. And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball. This is to right field and deep for Freeman. Trinan going back on it. Still going back. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field is 4th in the ballgame as the blowout continues.
You know, talk about having a great day. 4 home runs in one game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day.
Into the box now, Noah Syndergaard. And he puts it on the ground to second. Scherzer fields it cleanly. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning.
Leading off to the bat, first baseman.
Call to the bullpen complete as the right-handed workhorse Ryan Madsen set to take over. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Ryan Madsen.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Joe Kelly is retired to kick off the inning.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Jonathan Holder is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And a curveball taken for strike 2. No runs, 2 hits, and 5 errors in the game so far. Ouch. Got him to go down swinging there. Jonathan Holder is the second out in the 7th inning.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2, here it is. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Down in order go the Mets. And they remain. Evan Gaddis now standing in. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo home run for Evan Gaddis as they just continue to pour it on here.
The batter.
Here's Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. 2 hits in 6 tries for him thus far. Line drive to center field. And the ball is dry.
The right fielder, number 99.
In now, Aaron Judge. As he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. And he's looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. 0-2 count and the pitch. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Standing in now, Jake Marisnick. Strike taken, the throw.
Too late. He's in there.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. This is line to left. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And now the runner will score from third on the errant throw.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Bryce Harper now. And now the runner's trying for third. Strike called. Now the throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. A bullet to first base. And the runner gets back. No double play.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Into the box, DJ LeMahieu takes this the other way to right. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Well, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Pitch is a called strike, the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Runner goes for third. That's a strike. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Hot shot to third. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So they get 3 runs on 2 bases. Into the box now, Kelvin Herrera, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball's going to blow right by you.
So he sets him down swinging. Kelvin Herrera goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one. Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing and a looper to left. Harper coming on. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we'll get late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets strand 1, and as you can see, they are way behind. Stepping in now, Freddie Freeman.
And that last at-bat went deep. He turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Standing in now, Ryan Madsen. Ripped down the first base line. To his left, Kelly. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Evan.
Into the box, Evan Gattis. Line hard into left. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. Did the last 2 batters show him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
In now, Aaron Judge. Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 4th in the ballgame as this lead got even wider. That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking.
Center fielder, number 6.
Here's Jake Marisnick. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes, these guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
It can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
In there, now the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Good lead off the second there, now the pitch. Strike taken, the throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Now another 0-2. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits. Back in the city of brotherly love.
Leading off for the Mets. Right fielder,
Aroldis Chapman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Stepping in now, Blake Trinan. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Chapman is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty D, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite...
Now batting, the first baseman, Joe Kelly.
Standing in now, Joe Kelly, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Swing, and he pops him up. This should do it. Gregorius is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about a do-or-die situation. Amazing. They find a way to win the wild card game and advance to the division series. I know the home crowd made a difference cheering them on, and now they have all the momentum going into the next round.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. As we wrap this one up tonight, it's time to show our appreciation for the man you see there, Freddie Freeman. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
You could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
Time